This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona, the home of the Inferno this month. God, it's hot. Anyway, formerly Wheel Kinetics. If you watch, if you look at our ads for any of our vehicles, go to the blogs that are linked there. You'll see an explanation of why we rebranded. It's basically modernizing, it's upgrading. It's just a lot better. Anyway, there's also articles about bulletproof EGR coolers, bulletproof definitions, about another blog about the crazy price of used vehicles and why, and how to stay safe from making a mistake. Anyway, very interesting. Anyway, this vehicle is a 2001 Excursion. It's a 7.3 liter Powerstroke turbo diesel, two-wheel drive. It's a limited, which is leather, has a third seat, has rear AC, obviously has leather. It was a give me the VIN vehicle buy. Give me the VIN is one of those car buying machines that's out there that either take advantage of really lazy people who don't really care what they get for a vehicle, or people who need money like in 1 second. And I would say this person was just lazy, because it's a really nice car, and really nice cars like this, they shouldn't be selling to give me the VIN. Anyway, when I bought it as a non-runner, and the reason it was a non-runner is it needed an alternator and 2 batteries, and they didn't want to do it. So we brought it to Tucson and we did the alternators. We did the alternator, new alternator, both batteries, and a glow plug module. Runs, looks, and drives great. It is on a clear title, has I think it's 184,000 miles. We'll get in it and drive it and look at the odometer ourselves. My job in these videos is not to tell you what you want to hear, okay? It's to point out what's wrong, all right? The thing that really bothers me the most about this is I had to make a choice of how to get this thing lifted onto the shipping truck that brought it to us. If they do it lengthwise from the rear end, it's scary because it could damage drive shaft or front end, whatever. So I had them do it sideways, which is why we have bent running boards. If you're creative, you can figure a way to straighten those things out on the vehicle. It's a little tough to do it. I don't want to make them worse than they are. Or you could actually buy new ones and put them on there. But that irritates me, but it was better than the alternative. The alternative, you know, breaks shocks, dings drive shafts, hurts front end parts, and I didn't want to do that. Too nice a car for that mechanically. The mechanical part of this is way more valuable than the looks. So, now, while it may not bother a lot of people, I'm a little OCD, so it bothers me a lot. Anyway, it's got a nice set of tires on it. Somebody just put tires on it. I'm gonna walk around. If I see something like this little ding right here, I will point it out to you, and you can go to the photo gallery and look closer at it, okay? I think we'll open this first. Let's start with this back here. The barn doors, right? We do have a full set. It just came back from detail. We do have a full set of mats here. Well, it looks like a full set. Looks like a driver mat and a center mat is what we have. All right. And this thing is very popular. Our locksmith for our vehicles saw this here the other day before it went off to a monsoon to get the alternator and batteries and stuff. And he said, before you put that online, I need to know how much you want for it. Well, that's not how we do it. We give the public a shot at them. We'll tell him the second it goes online, and we'll see if he gets there quickly enough. Scratch here and here. But yeah, we don't roll like that. Everyone gets a shot. 184,636 miles. Okay. Wait to start. Air conditioning and rear air conditioning blows ice cold. It's fantastic. It's so muggy and hot today in Tucson. Another month of this and we'll be back to being the greatest climate in the world. Okay, so here's the invoice for $298.62 for the Excursion. There's your VIN. Crank no start. Well, it needs glow plug module, alternator, and it also got two new batteries. Okay. There are the parts. There's your glow plug module. There's your alternator. Okay. Here's the Carfax for the vehicle. There's your VIN. They give it a Carfax value of 16,570 miles. They basically blend the Kelly and the Carfax together. I think that number is really low on this vehicle. In fact, I'd be shocked if this thing wasn't quite a bit more than that. That is very out of touch with what's going on right now. But I don't make the prices, Dennis does. So, that's my brother. There's the VIN, Carfax, no accidents reported. So it was born in Texas. This came from Houston, by the way. Oh, I did a two-sided Carfax here. So it's living in Texas, blah, blah, blah. There you go. All right, here is the title. This is a Texas clear title. There's your VIN. That's the guy who traded it in. Lazy guy. So give me the VIN, bought it from him, okay, with 586 miles. And give me the VIN sold to Wheel Kinetics with 184,612 miles, okay? So that's that. So apparently they were fine just jumping it everywhere for 50 miles. The batteries were completely roasted and the alternator was bad. So they were a little lazy there. All right, there's your Ford stamp here. So you know you have an original fender, Ford stamp here, stickers where they belong. That's your new alternator. Stickers, Ford stamp, Ford stamp, Ford stamp. So all the parts up here are original. It's a 7.3, so we should have some blow by, but probably not a lot. This thing's too clean for that. That's excellent. On a 7.3, that is well above average. I've seen them where you can't even see through the smoke and they run great. So that's very good. There's your window up and down, door locks. Let's see. You have a manual seat over here, but it's heated. That's weird how the Ford did that. No rust down there at all. That's nice. So it was an indoor vehicle at night. Window. What you really want to look for is down here below, especially on the driver door. That's where you're going to see it the most. Air is blowing ice cold. There's your controls. Yeah, that's nice. Boom. Got some headphone plugs back here. This is a nice rig, really nice rig. Window, 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 mirrors out, in, down, up, other side, out, in, up, and down, door locks, seat back, seat forward, seat up, seat down, tilt up, tilt down, tilt up, tilt down, you can seat on and off, tilt wheel, make sure there's no surprises under there, and there's not, and I just made a mess. Pick up my paperwork here. All right. Air conditioning. It's not really that bad today. It's only 101, but the humidity, this monsoon's kicking in right about now. So the moisture from Mexico is coming. All right, let's see. There's your mirror. That's the vent windows back here on the cargo side. Boom. Open and close. Boom. Boom. Let's see. Boom. So let me turn this down. You can hear the. That's the AC in the back. All right, AC in the front. Ice cold. A little bit of a chinger right there. Boom, boom, boom. What do we got going on here? Oh, this is one of those little plates. It's this plate that goes up there. So if you want to deal with that, you can. A little extension on there. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Let's see, what else we got going on here? Windshield wipers, lights. All right, let's open the gate and go for a ride. Get my seat adjusted here. Alrighty then. Let's see, what else we want to do? We want to talk about what happens when you come to Tucson to drive this home. If you come to Tucson to drive this home, you will pay the following. You will pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship this Excursion out of state, all you pay is the agreed upon price. There's no tax, no dock fee, nothing. Once we receive your wire, we will fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you, scan it in your online file, and mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope we mail it in, right? If you need help with shipping, please let me know early in the transaction. I can do it for you. We could roll the price of the shipping into the price of the vehicle. If you know how to do it, that's fine. If you just need phone numbers to call and you can do it yourself, we'll give you phone numbers, whatever you need. Obviously, we just want you to have your vehicle as quickly as possible. You've got some money in it, you want your vehicle, right? Title will be in your mailbox by the time the shipper shows up, and once the shipper shows up with your Excursion, you'll go and get plates. It's very simple, okay? This thing runs great, by the way. Check this out. 7.3s are notoriously slow, by the way, and I discourage you from tuning them and putting bigger turbos on them. They're fine the way God made them. And when you go there, you end up with all kinds of stupid things happening. They're great until they're not great. So just leave this thing alone, please. It's a nice rig, really nice. Runs great, doesn't need any help. Let's see. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until we have a deposit, it will stay for sale. So please make sure you get your deposit in, okay? Last part of every video, I say the same thing, and I will this time, just like I have for thousands of videos in 13 years. We don't have bottled water with our name on it. We don't have salesmen to pay. We don't have a attendant serving scones and lattes and sandwiches in our little cafe. We don't have a game room. We don't have fountains and perfect pavement. You just saw we were four-wheeling down our road out there. We have razor wire and meth heads walking around at 3 in the morning being arrested nightly, which we can watch on our night vision cameras. And our uncle charges $1 a year for the property, so you're not paying for our rent. So all that stuff they have to pay for every time they sell a vehicle to you, we don't. So you save a bunch of money because of that. They also know at the auto mall, if they sold you this Excursion and something broke, you'd bring it back and say, God, I just paid a fortune for this car and blah is broken. An injector or a window motor or a, who knows, seat switch or AC knob or radio. Speaking of which, let me turn this thing on here. Oh, that works. So they charge you $500 to $700 at the auto mall before they sell it to you. They put that in the price of the vehicle so that when you come back to get it fixed, they can afford to pay to get it fixed with your money. We don't charge you up front for future repairs because you'll be the owner on day one. You're saving a pound of money buying from us. You're getting more information than you could ever get from them because they'll never tell you anything that they don't have to. And in exchange for that, the one thing you have to do is be the owner on day one. That means that on day one, if something breaks, you're going to use your, look at our roads. This is what 8.7% taxes get you. Four-wheeling down your road. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so on day one, if something breaks, day you get it, 5 months from the day you get it, 5 years from the day you get it from us, you're going to write checks and you're going to pay for your vehicle's repairs. All right? We can't sell them at the price we're selling them and give you all this information and do all this due diligence for you and then sell it to you and then fix it for you, okay? We don't have a single vehicle out here that we can do that with, okay? So please know that that's how we operate. If that doesn't work for you, we ain't got anything for you. All we have is a straight, you know, scoop on what we're doing, all right? And obviously this thing runs great. We're not Nostradamus. We don't know when it's gonna decide not to run great. That's that. Now it's a 7.3 and it runs great. It's got very low blow by, which is a great sign. Someone liked it enough to put brand new tires on it before they gave it away to give me the VIN. And then give me the VIN was lazy, and now we have it, which is a good thing. Anyway, I think that's about it. Thank you for your time.